What's up, guys? Welcome back to the UFC arena. We're talking UFC 260. I already put out a separate video on the main event, Miocic versus Ngannou. So just click the link ahead and go check out that one if you haven't already. In this video, I'll be talking about the other fights on the main card and some of the standout performers like Sean O'Malley and Vicente Luque. So let's get into it. First up on the card, we had Jamie Mullarkey versus Woodley. This fight didn't last very long at all. Woodley seems a bit chinny to me. Mullarkey connected on him in the first round with a nice left hook. He had Woodley doing a chicken dance. He lost his footing and he fell straight on his face. And that was all she wrote. Mullarkey finished it with a few follow-up punches. That was the end of that fight. Not much to break down here, not much to talk about. It didn't seem like the hardest punch in the world. I think Woodley's chin is a bit suspect because even if you look at his record, he has 7 losses on his record and 6 of them have been by TKO or KO. So he's been KO'd quite a few times in his career, and this is his second KO loss in the UFC, his second loss in a row. So UFC might not be the place for him. But who knows, this is the fight game. He may be able to bounce back. He had 2 good wins before he ended up with his 2 losses. So he's a 50-50 fight in the UFC right now. So let's see where he goes from here. Next up, we had Miranda Maverick versus Jillian Robertson. Miranda Maverick is the young prospect. I believe she's 23 years old. Jillian Robertson is also young, 25 years old. But she has been a kind of up and down fighter the entire time in the UFC. And this one was no different. Miranda Maverick was supposed to win this fight because she's the prospect, she's the one that the UFC is getting behind, and she did a good job. She won the fight. She got herself in a bit of trouble in the second round where Jillian Robertson was controlling most of the grappling exchanges, but Miranda Maverick was able to keep her composure and turn it around in the third round to take 2 rounds to 1. Some judges had it 30-27 for Maverick. I don't know what fight they were watching because she clearly lost the second round, but she won the fight. The right person won. It was a good performance, but she definitely has some room to grow and a lot to learn because once again, this is the Bullets division. Valentina Shevchenko is the champion and these girls are not ready. So they need to keep growing. The person to beat Shevchenko is not in this division yet, I don't think. Next up, we had Sean O'Malley versus Thomas Almeida. I told you guys, Sean O'Malley is the truth. Alright, Sean O'Malley is the truth. Thomas Almeida is not a bad fighter. He has been on a losing streak, but he's by no means a bad fighter. And he was completely outclassed by Sean O'Malley. Like, the striking was not even close. Sean O'Malley controls distance beautifully. He has crisp striking. He's very fast. That's the thing. When it comes to speed, he's one of the fastest in his division. And his feints are so fast as well that you can't help but flinch. You can't help but react because his movements are so quick. This was a rough night for Thomas Almeida because he could not reach to Sean O'Malley. His significant strikes throughout that whole fight was probably about 30 strikes. And it was just a tough task to reach O'Malley because of the distance that O'Malley was keeping. And O'Malley would counter him beautifully anytime he came into range. And the variety of strikes by O'Malley was beautiful to watch as well. Teep kicks, spinning wheel kicks, head kicks, uppercuts, all the different variations of punches, the quick jab, the step in 1-2, check hook. He threw some knees in there as well. He always kept Almeida guessing, and his own calf kicks too. Every time Sean kicked Almeida with that right calf kick, ooh, that was hard, that was damaging. If he kept going back to that, he might have finished the fight on those leg kicks alone. So great win for Sean O'Malley. He was going for his flashy knockout, which is something that me personally, I appreciate that, he's trying to get that entertainment value and that shock factor. He needs to be careful though, because at the higher level, you're not going to be able to just be looking for this flashy knockout all the time. These guys are at a certain skill level where you're not going to be so comfortable to just throw whatever you want whenever you want and look for the perfect finish that you want. So he dropped Almeida in the first round and started to walk off, but the ref didn't stop the fight, which was good because Almeida wasn't finished, right? Almeida got up and fought a whole round and a half after that. So Almeida. It was good that the ref didn't stop the fight. He gave Almeida a chance, and that was fine. And then in the third round, when Sean O'Malley dropped him again, he started to walk off again. And this time he was like, you know what? If the ref want me to finish him, I'll finish him. It's like Sean O'Malley was like, if he dies, he dies. And he just hit him with a ground and pound right hand from hell. And that was all she wrote. Almeida was out. That punch was almost like a little Mortal Kombat fatality. Like, that punch was serious. And then he hit him with the 3-point shot celebration at the end, the little swag. And he O'Malley was taunting all the people who said that he's weak, and all the people who said that he can't take leg kicks and all those different things. That's why he was doing the chicken dance and all of that after the fight. And yeah, Sean O'Malley is the real deal, guys. Sean O'Malley is good. I'm not saying that he's the best fighter in the world and that he's 100% going to be a champion, but he's definitely a prospect. He's definitely talented. He's fast. He has excellent striking, and he has potential to become a champion. Moving on to the co-main event on this card, Tyron Woodley versus Vicente Luque. First off, massive respect to Tyron Woodley. Tyron Woodley went out there, and he let it all go. He went out on his shield, and even though he lost, I gained respect for Woodley. This fight was a lot more encouraging to see than his past 3 fights, where he looked like he wasn't there. He wasn't throwing any offense. He just looked like the fight was just slipping away from him, and he was just watching it go by like he didn't care. That was so frustrating. But this fight, this man came to fight, and a lot of the fans, not just me, I have seen a lot of respect and an outpouring of respect online for Tyron Woodley because of how he showed up in this fight. And at the end of the day, that's kind of what the fans care about. Obviously, it didn't work. Unfortunately, he definitely needed to be aggressive. He definitely needed to advance. However, he got overly aggressive, and Vicente Luque was able to capitalize, because Woodley did hurt Luque first. And Luque even said in his interview that after he got caught with that shot and he was a bit hurt, but Luque, good fight IQ, he realized that Tyron thought he was hurt and was coming to finish him. So he bit down on his mouthpiece and he purposefully threw back hard counters. He was looking to counter Woodley hard because he knew that Woodley was coming in aggressive and he was coming in wild. And that's exactly what happened. Luque countered Woodley hard, and Woodley was just on wobbly legs all over the octagon until he threw a punch and he missed, and he dropped down and tried for a weak takedown, and Vicente Luque just wrapped up his neck in a dust. And Woodley was doing the right things to escape. Unfortunately, the fence was in the way, and I think he was too rocked and dazed anyway, and that was the end of it. But massive respect to Woodley. Hold your head up. He might get cut from the UFC. Dana White sounds like he's gonna cut him. And I mean, it's a bad 4-fight losing streak that he went on, but I hope he doesn't get cut for the sole fact that he tried this time. This time he did what he went out there and he fought, and that's all that me as a fan am asking for. Vicente Luque looked good though. He was able to control Woodley against the fence for significant periods of time, and he had sharp striking. That's why he was able to counter Woodley so effectively. And yeah, Vicente Luque is a tough customer, so he's one of those people where if you beat him, that means you're going up to the higher ranks in the division. But Vicente Luque is young and he's still getting better, so who knows what's going to happen with him in the future. He has Wonder Boy above him, he has Leon Edwards above him, both fighters that he's already lost to, but he also has KSL above him, which would be an interesting fight. That's it, guys. Thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed my content, please remember to like, please remember to subscribe. I talk about fights. As long as there are fights, I will be here. See y'all in the next one.